Hello everyone, today we are going to solve the half-yearly question paper of biology class 6. So let us take up with the fill in the blanks first. So cell wall is made up of, you know that, it is cellulose. Cellulose. The process of obtaining food necessary for sustaining of life is called as nutrition, right? During germination, the root develops from the radical. Check out the spelling, it should be correct. Is a single cell formed after fertilization, zygote. Dash are called as the suicide bags of the cells, lysosomes. Okay. Now, answer in one word. The muscular organ present in the mouth is tongue. Then the outer covering of the vacuole is tonoplast. It stores food for the growing embryo, cotyledons. The region where the chlorophyll molecules are present inside the chloroplast, it is grana. Remember the two regions, grana and stroma? The chlorophyll molecules are present in grana. The process of taking in food by an organism is called as ingestion. Correct the underlined words. The process by which seed gives rise to new plants is called fertilization. No, it is called as germination. Correct? Then vacuoles are filled with nucleoplasm. No, they are filled with cell sap. The green pigment present in the leaf is carotene. No, it is chlorophyll. The last pair of molars is called as milk teeth. No, they are called as wisdom teeth. Right? Then we have the ovary serves as a landing place for pollens during pollination. No, it is the stigma. Correct? So that was that for the correction. Now name any two unicellular organisms. So you know them. They are amoeba and chlamydomonas. Right? Then name any two water pollinated flowers. So it is Vallisneria and Hydrilla. Right? Then you have monocot seeds. Wheat, maize, they have monocot seeds. Then compound leaves. Compound leaves are present in neem and rose. They have compound leaves. Dry fruits, pea, peanuts, they are called dry fruits because their outer wall, it shrivels up. That's why it is called as the dry fruit. Now let us shift a little bit so that we can check out the questions here as well. Let me just increase the size of this a bit so that you can see the questions easily. Right. So what we have next over here, state one function of plumule. Now you know that plumules gives rise to the shoot system, isn't that? It gives rise to shoot system. Give one function of ribosomes. They help in protein synthesis, right? Then function of mitochondria, they are called as the powerhouse of cells and they help in storage of energy. Store the energy in form of what? Remember? ATP. Yes. Then canines, they help to tear the food. The food that needs tearing is helped by canines. Stomata, they help in exchange of gases. Right? They are openings that help in exchange of gases. Now we come to define the following. So fertilization, you know that it is the fusion of the male and the female gamete. Freely permeable membrane, a membrane that allows everything to pass through it. Assimilation, when the digested food is absorbed by the absorbed food is used by the body to obtain energy from it, then it is called as assimilation. Phyllotaxy is the arrangement of leaves on a plant, that is called as the phyllotaxy. Cell It is the structural and the functional unit of life, that is cell. So those were for the definitions. I'm not writing them because you already know them. So they are already given in your textbook. Differentiate between plant cell and animal cell. Only 1 point you are supposed to give. So for 1 point we can say that plant cell has cell wall present, cell wall absent, right? This we can write as a difference. Now self-pollination and cross-pollination. When the pollen fall on the stigma of the same flower or flower on same plant, right? Then it is self-pollination, and if it is on a different flower on a different plant, remember, then it is cross-pollination. So that is a difference. Digestion and egestion. Digestion is the breakdown of food into simple forms. So it is the breakdown of food molecules, and egestion is the removal of waste, right? Removal of undigested food. So what type of food is removed? Undigested food is removed in egestion. Cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. Cytoplasm is the fluid present in the cell. Nucleoplasm is the fluid present in the nucleus. Okay. Now milk teeth and permanent teeth. Milk teeth are the early teeth which are found in the children which fall off, whereas the permanent teeth are the teeth which come after the milk teeth fall off, right? So that can be one difference between them. Now we come to match the column. Ripened ovary, fruit. Centrosome helps in cell division. Embryo, baby plant. Incisors, cutting and biting. Midrib, extension of petiole. So this is an extra option that has been given to you just to confuse you. Alright, so now let us move on to this next part. This is the last part. Let me expand it a bit so that you can see it clearly. So what are plastids? Now plastids are cell organelles that are responsible for giving color to the plants, right? So what are the 3 types of plastids? You know the names of the 3 types of plastids. They are chloroplast, then there are chromoplast and leucoplast, right? So what are the functions? So chloroplast, they contain chlorophyll, and which is responsible for photosynthesis. Chromoplast are responsible for giving the different colors to the flowers and other parts of the plant. Leucoplast are the colorless plastids which are present in regions which store food. So that is their function. Okay. Nucleus is called the brain of the cell. Give reasons. Now brain of the cell because it controls all cell activities. It controls all cell activities. All the activities that are happening in a cell are controlled by the nucleus. That is why it is called as the brain of the cell. Now let us come to the cell theory. What does the cell theory state? So there are 3 points to the cell theory, right? So it first, it says that all living organisms are made up of cells, right? I'm writing in short over here just to explain you. Then the second one is cell is the structural and the functional unit of life. Structural functional unit of life, right? So that is the second point of the cell theory. And the third point says that all cells come from pre-existing cells. All cells come from pre-existing cells, right? So those are the 3 points of the cell theory. Define pollination. give 2 points of difference between insect pollinated flowers and wind pollinated flowers. So pollination, you know, it is the transfer of pollens from anther to stigma, right? From anther to stigma is called as pollination. Now insect pollination plants, let us say, right, insect pollinated and wind pollinated over here. Insect pollinated plants will have bright flowers, whereas wind pollinated flowers will be dull colored, right? Now they will be sticky, whereas they will be light. They will have sticky pollen and they will have light pollen grains. So these are the 2 points which you can mention in the difference. Draw a label diagram showing different layers of pericarp and describe them. You can show them. The different layers of the pericarp are the epicarp, mesocarp and the endocarp. And when you describe them, it is like epicarp is the outermost covering, the paper thin covering, which is mostly removed before you eat the fruit. Mesocarp is the fleshy layer. So let me just write the names over here. So they are the epicarp, the mesocarp and the endocarp, right? So those are the 3 layers. Mesocarp is the fleshy part, endocarp is the last layer which protects the seed inside it. So you know the diagram, how to draw it, and you describe them. State 3 functions of the fruit. Now first and foremost, the fruit holds the seed inside it. So it encloses the seed inside it. So it holds the seed. Then it serves a storage function where it stores food. The fleshy part, you know, the mesocarp which we eat. It helps in storage of food and it also helps in the dispersal of the seed to the far off places, because the fruits, they will be taken to far off places, eaten by different people, and then the seeds will be thrown in those areas, and that's how they help in the dispersal of the fruit. Now let us talk about this last part, where state the 3 functions of the tongue. So if we are talking about the 3 functions of the tongue, the first one is that helps to mix saliva with the food to make it soft, right? It mixes saliva with food. Then it helps us to swallow the food as well, right? The tongue, it pushes the food inside our food canal, food pipe. So it helps us to swallow the food, and also it has the taste buds which help us to taste the food. Okay. Now draw a label diagram showing types of teeth. You all have learnt it. You can draw that. What are chromatin fibers? State the function of chromosomes. Now chromatin fibers, they are thread-like structures which are present where? Do you remember? Yes, they are present inside the nucleus or the nucleoplasm. They are thread-like structures present in the nucleoplasm. They combine together to form the chromosomes. So chromosomes are responsible for the transfer of hereditary characters from one generation to another generation. So whatever hereditary characters are transferred, they are transferred through the chromosomes. Now draw a well-labeled diagram of a plant cell. You all know that. Don't forget to label. Name the cell organelles absent in a plant cell. You remember that? They are centrosomes. They are not present in the plant cell. Name the outermost covering of the plant cell and state its function. That is called as the cell wall. So it is protective in function. It gives protection to the plant as well as it allows the water and the minerals to pass through it freely. Okay. So draw a labeled diagram showing different parts of the flower. I know you can do them very well. So I hope that you got most of the answers correct, and if you got all the answers correct, very well done. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for going through this solution. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.